makes me want to have a bowl. One Life in particular, a news story that's come back up in the media was the story of Cameron Blair. This is because one of the people involved in this crime was up in court recently, so this kind of popped up into my radar again recently, and I just thought it's very well worthwhile bringing back up and to ask this question is, would Cameron Blair be alive today if cannabis was legal and regulated and they never had to ask a scumbag with a knife to source it for them? And this is the old photo there of Cameron Blair, a CIT student in his second year of college, studying chemical engineering, and he lost his life after being stabbed in the neck at a house party. Was it about just over 2 years ago, or almost 2 years ago? Horrible situation to unfold, but in the court case anyway, it was said that the incident unfolded in the evening after an older drunk man was trying to get into the house, and he was pushed back out of the house by a person named. This person named was renting a room in the student accommodation with Cameron. The three youths who were not invited to the party were standing outside and they noticed the incident, and one of them was the accused. Cameron then prevailed on the person named to invite the men into the house, and they went inside. So the young fellas were invited inside. The guy who stabbed Cameron in the neck was actually invited inside into the party. And while they were inside at the party, then as things kind of unfolded, the lads inside in the house had asked these three young fellas, look lads, can you get us some cannabis? So the young fellas fecked off out of the gaff, they went away, they got a bit of cannabis, and they came back to the house with the cannabis. And then there was a bit of an argument ensued afterwards because of the money or the weight of the cannabis. I'm not too sure what exactly caused the argument, but there was an argument ensued when the guys came back because of either the money or the weight of the involved in the transaction. So again, this kind of this caused the atmosphere of the party to just degrade to the point of where the people who owned the house, who were living there, called an end to the night, you know, and they wanted the young fellas to leave. And the young fellas didn't really want to leave, and there was kind of altercations breaking out and stuff like that. And they got the guys outside, and just out of nowhere then, you know, there was a knife quickly pulled out, and Cameron Blair got stabbed in the neck. That's a horrible thing to happen, you know, and I have to wonder, you know, if okay, look, there could have been an argument break out over something else, but this was over cannabis, and it was over a transaction that happened. What happened? Like, did the boys chip in 100 quid going down, look, we'll get you 7 grams. They came back and there was only 5 grams there. There was an argument, you must have robbed 2 grams on us or something. You know, you just don't know what happened there. There was something happened. That's my suspicion anyways. The boys were coming back, they were probably after pocketing a gram or 2 out of the bag. And the students in the house, they were just like having none of it. And then the argument afterwards. So again, I ask, if cannabis was legal and the guys never had to actually deal with these scumbags with knives, would Cameron Blair be alive today? And I would think he would be. That's my suspicion, is that they would not have had to go get cannabis from these guys. So therefore, there would have been no argument ensued, and therefore afterwards. And Cameron then would be alive today. He would be going into his 4th year of college this year. So rest in peace, Cameron Blair. I just think this is another sad, preventable loss of life because of this prohibition that exists around drugs. So yeah, that's just something I wanted to ask. And I would imagine a lot of people out there would agree that Cameron would be alive today had cannabis been illegal and they were able to just get it in a shop in the city like they did with their bloody booze, because they weren't asking these young fellas, look lads, can you get down and get us a nagging of vodka there or something, you know? Why? Because they could do it themselves. But the young fellas, Cameron Blair, a student in the cities, he's not a person from the city. He was from West Cork, I believe. Cameron Blair was actually from, I think he was from Bandon or something like that. But maybe he didn't know somebody up in the city, and you know, the young fellas at the party, sure, the lads must know somebody if they're from around here, like. It's unfortunate, like, you know, preventable loss of life here. The war on drugs, Frank Fian, are you happy, bud? This is all preventable. Stephen Donnelly, are you happy, bud? And cannabis, like, that would not result in the loss of life, no matter how much this young person would have consumed of it. has lost his life now because of the way in which our government force us to get it. And again, you know, you look at decriminalisation. If decriminalisation was to happen here in Ireland without regulation, you would still have this problem. This is why you need both decrim and regulation. But I'm sure most of you already know this out there already. So yeah, rest in peace, Cameron Blair. It makes me want to have a bowl.